What fact turned your life upside down? Most people are too preoccupied with their own lives to pay attention to your minor failures. Try to remember embarrassing moments of your acquaintances. It's not that easy, is it? And if you can even remember something, it's just a fleeting thought. You won't, sit and dwell on it. It's pretty cool to realize that everyone doesn't care about your mistakes. So you don't have to worry about that weird nonsense you said once upon a time. And one more thought. I never talk to others the way I talk to myself. When I realized this, it was something of an epiphany for me. The ability to feel compassion for yourself is very important. When I get angry at my mom, I remind myself that this woman taught me how to hold a spoon properly. After that, all the anger goes away. When I first understood that my parents are just people who also don't know what they're doing, like they're not all powerful gods who have answers to all questions. They're just trying to figure out life like everyone else. It's simultaneously frightening and liberating to understand that nobody really knows what's going on. Most of your childhood memories are actually false. Your brain constantly rewrites them every time you remember them. What you consider your real childhood might be a mix of actual events, dreams, and stories people told you. It turns out that even your own history doesn't fully belong to you. One day you'll pick up your child for the last time, and you won't even realize it was the last time. Just like at some point you played with your friends for the last time as children, and none of you knew that childhood had ended. We go through many last times without even realizing it. One day you'll wake up and realize you became an adult, not because you turned 18 or 25, but because you started worrying about electricity bills more than school grades. Growing up isn't an event. It's a slow replacement of one set of worries with another. And the strangest part is that you won't even notice when it happened. Do you want to realize your insignificance? In 2004, a tsunami in Indonesia took the lives of 230,000 people. To make up for this loss, Earth needed only 2 weeks. A great example of how quickly Earth replenishes its human supply. A person's behavior towards you is often a reflection of their own problems and failures, and this most likely has nothing to do with you. One of the coolest thoughts I've heard: sometimes we become collateral damage in someone's war with themselves. So just accept that sometimes you will be hurt and treated unfairly. The best way to never get into a car accident is to always assume that other drivers are complete idiots. This way, you'll always be attentive and ready for other drivers to do something stupid. What might be worse for someone doesn't mean you can't complain about your problems. Sometimes it's normal to be a little whiner. The depth of the deepest mine in the world is about 4 kilometers. If you compare Earth to an apple, humanity hasn't even penetrated its skin. There are planets that don't have their own sun. They just move through space in absolute darkness. Imagine that you found yourself on one of them. If cats were human-sized and we were their size, they would first play with us and then finish us off and eat us without any hesitation. Learning this, now I understand my cats much better. Earth will keep spinning, with you or without you. I remember how this hit me when I was traveling in another country. I was just walking around and suddenly realized that all these people are just living their lives. I understand this sounds stupid, but it was the first time I truly grasped that most people don't even know about my existence. This might seem like a rather depressing thought because you start to understand your insignificance, but on the other hand, whatever you do doesn't affect anything. Everyone doesn't care. Since then, I stopped worrying about all sorts of little things, and when I feel sad, I start thinking about people living somewhere far away quickly, and I come to my senses. Life is unfair, but it's unfair to everyone. Sometimes things go better for others, sometimes better for you. Maybe this sounds stupid, but realizing this fact saved me from many anxieties. Yesterday, my close friend died of cancer. He was the kindest guy in the world, always smiling and enjoying life. He was only 25. I realized that life can end literally in an instant, and if I don't make use of the time given to me wisely, it will pass in vain. If people were killed at the same rate at which we kill animals, humanity would be extinct in a year and a half. I'll say right away that this didn't push me to become a vegetarian. I just eat less meat now. Most accidents happen when people try to save 4 seconds of time. Those 4 seconds can cost someone their life. That's why my mom always says, It's better to wait a minute than to die in a minute. Don't rush, especially when you're driving or crossing the road. Life is just a set of circumstances that cannot be accurately predicted. Sometimes you will be blessed, sometimes you will be cursed. Accept this as a given and prepare for the future as much as possible. All people in the world are very similar. I've visited 42 countries and 48 states. For the most part, we are completely alike. If you spent as much time studying other people's as you spend on your own people, you would be much more compassionate and would gain a lot of new knowledge. Absolutely anyone can be replaced, even me, even you. Just do what you should.